Hello, Brickman here, and if you didn't think we had enough Skywalker Saga prep just yet, then here you go. Now, you saw my Skywalker Saga level layout videos, and if you thought that was creative, then perhaps it's time to really put my creativity to the test. And so I've challenged myself to now physically create all levels that would cover all the movies from the Skywalker Saga, but in a very limited and very challenging level creator, and that is the one from the very game itself, LEGO Indiana Jones 2, The Adventure Continues. Yeah. It's both Lucasfilm, so it will make it work. So, for each episode from this new series, we're gonna cover all the levels that I've created for each individual film from the entire Star Wars saga. One movie per video, essentially. So we are going to go into our level creator here, and we're gonna start off with, of course, episode 1, The Phantom Menace. So my first level created for this film is Negotiations. What a classic. I'm gonna showcase the whole level in its raw form first, and then we're gonna actually play it, and you can see how it all goes out. So here it is, the layout of my first level, Negotiations, and keep in mind for every level that I've created, I have test-proofed it to death to make sure that you can't jump somewhere you're not supposed to and skip the level and avoid doing certain puzzles, or maybe get stuck in an area that makes you unable to play or replay the level. Yeah, I have made it foolproof. I'm really taking it seriously, guys. So now you pretty much saw everything, the basic layout, you know how it works. Let's test it! I really had to, do what I can. This is Obi-Wan, this is Qui-Gon, right? He has a face that looks like Qui-Gon. We pick up our lightsabers in the beginning of the level, because technically you would be equipped with that at the beginning anyways. Here's the classic negotiations table. We push a button each, and boom, we're opened up. Fight the battle droids, and basically a lightsaber switch. Boom. And well, he's not supposed to have a gun, so there's a mini kit. See, I'm actually really starting out as basic as I can for the first level, because as if this was a real game, this is the first simple level that kind of just teaches you how to play, and so it's easy. My level designs get much more complex is basically what I'm promising here. And also, it's not like this area had much of a design anyways. This was the most loose adaptation I did. Like, see, the mini kits here are very simple. And as you can see, 10 mini kits, yeah, I made sure each one includes 10 mini kits. So you hop down just like you do in the original game, basically. And boom, big battle starts out. Oh no, because we just hopped down where they were pretty much sneaking from before. I'm trying to make it film accurate. This again is a loose scene in general. Destroy these crates back here, and look, we got an item. In the corner is a hidden mini kit. And now, however, do we make it across here? Well, pretty simple. We pull the lever here, and the only way to get back up is to push this crate. And now another big battle, yeah! And here are the MTTs, basically, that we then sneak into, which basically concludes this scene. A very simple first level, of course, as I am emphasizing here. It's supposed to be this way. The whole movie for episode 1 has the simplest levels. But now, before we conclude the level, I also want to include the free play stuff, right? We jump across the gates that we couldn't get on before, and snag some pretty nice mini kits. And here's what the purpose of the spear was. Here's something that's actually somewhat missable right here. If you cut that, then you have to use this to jump over there. If you go back over here and up here, you have to balance your way across the gates here. Got a purple stud and a mini kit. Now, really hidden is a mini kit back there. Okay, got that stud. Now we got a true Jedi. So you're probably wondering, how do I represent true Jedi? Well, I have the stud target here, 45,000. Once you get that, you get a mini kit. And to make sure you don't get all the mini kits before completing the actual level, you get a mini kit when you complete the level. And then you could either walk through the door to complete, say, story mode, or if you get all 10 mini kits, then you complete free play mode, right? Makes sense? Great. So that's it for Negotiations. Next level, Arrival on Naboo. So here is the level Arrival on Naboo. You could see it in its raw form. It's generally starting to get a little larger, slightly more challenging, we'll see. Here we go, we got Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon again, same people. Purple stud was hidden in the corner there. We pick up our lightsabers, and the battle begins once we get out of the MTTs, which an MTT is right there. Now there's a very poorly hidden, but somewhat hard to get to mini kit there. I can destroy all the decorations here. That's a nice plant decor. Now the only way to drive this MTT is to set off the barrels that are in front of it, and ready, boom, there that goes. Now you're able to move it and access the vehicle pad there. So then you also use the lever, and then that goes up. Now you have to use the MTT to give you the height advantage to actually reach that, and now you jump up here, and you might want to use Qui-Gon here because it's easier, because then you could use this to jump and shoot to get the trees out of your way, because otherwise you're not able to get through it. More battle droids to keep you interested, but also jump across here for a quick mini kit. pull this lever. That put a mini kit up there, but you can't reach that quite yet. Oh, and here's also a book. So then you go back to where you started, and there's a bug puzzle for that hidden book, and then you get a quick mini kit. Nice. You have to destroy all these cactuses that can harm you if you don't destroy them. You have to jump, push this over here, and then you could use that height advantage to get this mini kit. And then you have another battle out here. Again, this is somewhat of a loose adaptation of the events. That's only for the slow beginning before the storm. Now you destroy the various plants here. You have some bottles hidden throughout. Then you put out the fire, blocking the switch. Oh, you know, doing it right, of course. So you can swim across here. Here's the whole lake, swamp, whatever you want to call it. Although, quick, there is something hidden underneath here. Ooh, but you can't do anything here. That is, of course, until now that you have this switch activated, accessible, I should say, you should be able to get the water down. And now it's essentially like you're going underwater, like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan do. And also, while we're back here, why not just, you know, snag this? Okay, no more fooling around. We're back underwater. Whoa. We open the gates here. There's this quick little side place, and it's like you're in the Gungan Palace. Then you walk out here, and there's all these bigger fish that are attacking you as you basically run away from those sea monsters, and, you know, each creature gets slightly larger, I guess. Build this ladder here, and you could get another mini kit back here. Now you throw the spear that you got from back there and pull this lever in order to open the door. Now you can't get back out of water without, you know, purple stud, without turning the water back on in order to reach these heights. Although there's more than one spear back there. You could throw one over here. That's a mini kit. Now you bring the water back up and you swim. It's like when the Gungan sub comes back out from under the water. And boom, up we go. As you can see, there's also already a mini kit for the True Jedi that I got. Collect the last few studs, and there is all 10 out of 10 mini kits. Okay, level complete. Level 3 of Phantom Menace is Escape Theed Palace. I know what you're thinking. So far, I'm really following the complete saga format. And yes, I agree. Again, I keep the levels easy to start with, and also slightly less original, but we will get into the more original stuff later. I actually really like this level. So here's the general layout. I try kind of a different theme for each level, so this is what this one looks like. Yup, there's its raw form. Feel free to go build it at home, kids, really. Alright, here we begin. We have Queen Amidala and one of the royal guards. As you can see, it's great, smooth. You start right off into action. Flower decorations are included all over the place in this level too, let me tell you. When you shoot these targets, brings this up. Unfortunately, it does not help our guard here because he can't reach. And then hidden in one of the flowers was a spear. Nice. We'll need that later, maybe. And in this corner is a purple stud. But anyways, this gives actually the queen access instead. And then she pulls this key, and now you have that. Now your guard can reach this. Now what else can she do? Well, she could also already jump up here, kill the battle droids here quick. You shoot the target here, that activates this elevator, and then this guy can also get up. There's also a loose target up here too. What's that for? That actually activated this, which gets you up the mini kit there. Destroy these, destroy the statues. Nice decorations, guys. Continue the action, maybe pick up a book. More action, you jump down, you're in the next part of the palace. And let's try out one of these book switches. Well, that activates this elevator, which allows you to go back up if you need to. And a mini kit, wow. Using this toggle switch, you can now access below here. Look at these nice flowers, folks. Here's your access for the guard's purpose. Okay, destroy all these flowers. What do we get? Right smoothly in the middle is a hidden key. As you have it, folks, you actually do have to go back up, and then you use the key up here, and boom, that activates this. So now you can get your guard back over here, destroy the battle droids quick, and yes, this is the purpose that you need the guard to get all of these places, because you have two buttons here which need to both be hit at the same time. I need to get the queen back all the way back here. Hold up. See, because really she could do everything just on her own, but she needs the second player to hit both buttons at the same time. Also, here's a quick mini kit that only she could get. Throw the spear up here. This is another mini kit. Have to jump all the way up here, and also the spear activated this mini kit, not just lets you access it. Now hit both these buttons. It activates the little laser light thing. You have to push this, and then it'll activate that. This is the same situation that we've been having, only she could get up here for now. What did these ones do? This activates the one in the middle, so you could get this guy up. So you could get this guy up here, and then she could jump just on her own, and then you get a mini kit for that. That's fun. And also up here is a wrench. But continuing with what's more important, we go back down. Where's this button? Oh, that button's for a mini kit. Okay, big back to the action. Crazy. More studs. Nice. Here's what you needed the wrench for, and this lever is just in case you had to go back up. Here's our True Jedi mini kit. Nice. Anyways, we are taking now the royal ship and escaping Theed Palace officially. You have to push that button, and then you could also push these two buttons, both at the same time, just to double check that you brought this guy all the way through to the end. And also up here's a quick mini kit that only your high jump can get. Yes, if you go all the way back to the beginning of the level, there is a hidden book switch. Activate that. There's your last mini kit, but let's go finish this level. Okay, and boom, everything's done. We're great. We escaped Theed Palace. Very simple first 3 levels. Things are about to get a little more interesting. All right, level 4 is Tatooine. So it's essentially continuing the story right along. Here's your raw layout of the level. A lot more going on. I think it's brief, but it's still good. All right, let's test. So we start off. This is basically R2-D2. Now he's inside the royal ship currently. We have to repair this, and this brings us out on top of the ship during the space battle from our escape. We have to fight all of these people who are attacking us. We are still getting shot at by all of the invading ships, and while you're getting shot at, you have to repair everything. See, it's so accurate. Keep repairing. Once everything's repaired, the gate finally opens and you could get off the ship. Also, there's this little area over here, but you can't do anything there yet, so let's not spoil it. Okay, we jump off. We're on Tatooine. Nice. To get back on the ship, you could pull the lever here. Well, these 2 levers, and then that goes up and you could get back up. But anyways, let's explore a nice dynamic environment. Inside Annie's home is Annie, but he's unable to get out until you bring Jock over here. Because, fun fact, when you open the gate, it also brought down this platform, so now you could get him out. Anakin also gets a wrench, because that's his thing as well. Here's the little shop. You could say this is Saboba, and you pick him up, you get his gun. And if you remember correctly, there's a target here that you could use that gun for. That's for a mini kit, guys. You could each hit a button, and then that'll open up Watto's shop. Pick up a motorcycle here. However, you cannot drive it out. And look, there's Watto if you look closely. We'll get back to his shop, but that's just going in chronological order. Here's the pod race right here, what we've all been looking forward to. Here are your enemy racers. You could just, kill them if you want. You have a variety of 3 different vehicles to choose. I think I'll take this one. Now we have a fun race that we can endure on. It's got hazards all over the place, somewhat. It's one of the easier races that we'll have during this game, trust me. But you go through the pod race. Oh, mini kit, nice, hidden right behind that hazard. Could take it through, and this is the end. Nice. That's the pod race, guys. Here's a purple stud. What? But anyways, completing that race got you, yes, a mini kit and a purple stud, but it also activated this, so you could go all the way up here and take a match. It's basically your reward for winning the pod race, the money. And then, of course, you take it back to Watto, because this was all for Watto. And now what you're literally doing is lighting these, and then you're all gonna blow up. Boom, there it goes. Okay, collect all those studs, and what that gives you access to is down here. Pick it up. You got a key now. You got a key. I think Watto died in the explosion too. And what you do is you take that key back, you go to the ship, but you can't leave Tatooine just yet. No, you have to go here, and here's Darth Maul. Oh no! Kill Darth Maul, and then finally you put the key right here. Boom, that's the end of the level. Wait, let's get the mini kits. Okay, hit a mini kit down here. Nice. You could use Satipo to dig up this ladder. This lets you go all the way up here, get more studs. I think if you go across here, there's something. Yes, of course, a mini kit. It's a slightly challenging jump, but you'll get it. Even following that, you have to balance all the way across here. Keep jumping, and finally you get a mini kit. Also, you could take one of the pod racers back on over here. Quick mini kit, nice. Ooh, purple stud over here as well in that corner. Okay, here's your True Jedi mini kit. I've actually been searching, and I actually cleverly hit a button right back here behind one of the fire in the pod racing course, and then you could get a mini kit. Now we take Anakin with us and we leave Tatooine. Now we're up to the final level of the Phantom Menace, and that is actually my personal favorite of the 5. We have the Duel of Fates, because now finally we have a level that is pretty much really original and is attempting to cover multiple scenes. So as you can see, I go from one thing to the next in my full layout here, and it is a whole heck of a level. I love it. Okay, let's test it out. See this baby in action. Okay, battle right away. Battle on Naboo. You're in the fields. It's all green, of course. You could pretend you're Jar Jar and Captain Harples right now, but I have Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon for this level lineup. You're being fired at by these missiles. You could get those to blow themselves up, really. You just have to suicide bomb it. So look, your friendly MTTs are back, and now you could use these, yes, for, again, height access. Drive them over here. You could reach this rope. But wait, now you gotta switch up your lineup. Here's where you could get lightsaber lightsabers for Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. And here's where you could get blasters to represent anyone in the Theed Palace part of it, right? Because you jump on up here, you need to use these blasters to shoot out the windows, and this is pretty much a representation of how they swing in with style using their grapples and everything. Look at all these studs. Cool, cool, cool. Destroy the windows, but you keep jumping across the bars, and then it brings you to another room where you have to do, yeah, the same thing. And what's in here? Well, a quick little bonus room. Oh, I need both players. Here, we hit both the buttons, you got a mini kit. Nice, clean, smooth. Back to the main story, you could push this button. It's your only way to quickly access over here. Pull this lever, you gave yourself permanent access with that door. And look, we're back to bringing together all themes of the levels, right? That was the Naboo theme. And then this is the Theed Palace theme. The statues and the flowers all returning. Bring yourself down the steps, and then big battle in the courtyard kind of area. Look, you push the button, you get water fountains. It's a nice, beautiful area. And a mini kit. I have to build yourself an elaborate path for this crate. Once you build everything, you bring it all the way around, and that gives you access to jump up here. You could use this gate here to jump for the mini kit, or you could have come from the other direction. It really doesn't matter for that one. We go over here into the shipyard. Although if we did want to go back outside, you have all of this, which are the different pillars with more flowers, and you jump across here. You do the same strat with this thing. Knock out the windows and you're in. And here's another bonus room of Theed Palace. I'm so detailed with this, aren't I? Okay, but anyways, that was the whole battle that takes place in this area of the palace. Then you basically are Anakin here when you steal the Naboo starfighter. Once you push that button, because you have to in order to drive it out, you can't drive it side to side or anything. It activates all of those bombers that just, I guess, blow themselves up, really. But it's essentially the whole explosion of the droid command station that Anakin drives himself into. And here's a more literal representation of that. You shoot the target, the whole thing blows up. And that target is the only thing that lets you go back up, and going down here is the only thing that gives you this stick of dynamite. And you have to use that to destroy the chest there. And that gives you a book. Although that target also opened the door here, which is basically the door that opens when you finally see Darth Maul. Right, quick and easy right there. That's a mini kit. Here's the lightsabers, just in case you didn't get him back there, because now they're actually important. Let me get Qui-Gon here. He doesn't want to miss this. Boom. Duel of Fates. Here we go. We have some jumping challenges and lava underneath us to make sure you die if you fall. Destroy him, you get 10,000 studs per boss, technically. See, it's cool because then their character panel comes up on the top of the screen. Throw your lightsaber, you activate what's going to let you be able to jump up here onto this vertical platform that dropped when you activated that. Go up all the way across here. Here's the red dividers that you have to go through when you're, oh frick, when you're waiting to finally face Darth Maul. Boom, you attack him. Oh my god, crazy. Here's dead Qui-Gon sitting right here as a mannequin. You destroy him. There's his lightsaber that you really used to kill Darth Maul. And here's just for the fun of it where Obi-Wan would have dropped 2 floors down and jumps back up. So you really are up to interpret that scene on your own way. But then out of Darth Maul, you get this key. Because I'm so generous, I give this easy access to go back over here. This is your only way to get on this wall, trust me. And then it also really gives you a mini kit. And it's easy to miss, actually, believe it or not. Jump all the way back down to the exterior of Naboo. And before I miss it, there is one more mini kit I needed. If you drive the MTT all the way back there, you get another mini kit right here. I might have died too many times in order to get True Jedi, so that sucks. So, you know, either way, I have 8 out of 10 mini kits. True Jedi would have been 9th, and then you activate this key, and that is the fireworks of peace, the whole celebration that takes place at Naboo. Yeah, that would be my last mini kit right there, but you get the idea portrayed by that, right? The key was like the peace orb, guys. So that's pretty much it for these levels. I'd love to hear what you guys thought down in the comments below. Try to nitpick it, see if I made any mistakes, and you can totally cheat my level. I'm actually a little curious. Put a lot of time and effort into these, and they're gonna get a lot more complex. You'll see if you stick around. So, that all being said, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2 of this coming real soon. We're going to cover Attack of the Clones. Bye!